Welcome to another closing Walmart, this time in Louisville, Kentucky. I recently documented another closing Walmart in the Cincinnati, Ohio area. I'll try and remember to put a link in the description box below, but I'll put a card at the end of this video if you want to check it out. This Walmart still had its Subway inside, and that's kind of rare nowadays. It used to be that you would find Subways, McDonald's, Burger Kings, and other various fast food restaurants inside your local Walmart, but not so much anymore. This was my very first time ever visiting this Walmart because I'm not from the Louisville, Kentucky area. This was also the very beginning of the sale, so if it just kind of looks like a regular old Walmart with nothing going on, that's why. So I needed to make note that Walmart is kind of undercover when it comes to their store closing sales. They do advertise them, but if you weren't paying close attention to the retail community and what stores are closing and where, you might actually walk into this Walmart and not even realize that it's in a closing sale. Absent from pretty much all Walmart closing sales are the big yellow banners that would hang from the ceiling saying, "Store closing, all sales final," and then tell you how much the items were on sale for, 70%, 60%, etc. And I find it really weird walking into a store that's closing, but you don't see any store closing signs, and the ones that you do see are very hidden. We're about to see one right here. You can see it's just something printed out on printer paper. I'm more used to the closing sales that you would see at places like Kmart, where there's banners everywhere and it's just shoved in your face that the store is closing and that they're having big discounts all over the place. If I had to choose between the Louisville or the Cincinnati store closing sale, I'd have to say the Louisville store closing sale was a lot better. And I think this had a lot to do with the state of the Cincinnati store at its beginning of the closing sale. This was because they had already pre-shrunk the store prior to the going out of business sale due to poor performance. So essentially, the Cincinnati Walmart was already smaller than the Louisville one to begin with. What we're looking at here is quite rare because I haven't seen anything Smiley related in a long time. Alright then, so that was my first trip to this closing Walmart here in the Louisville, Kentucky area. I thought it was a very nice store as far as Walmarts go. Of course, many of you may already know that I don't like Walmart as a corporation, and that I used to work for Sam's Club, which is part of the Walmart Corporation, and so I have, a little bit of experience dealing with them, and it was never positive. Of course, that's not the end of this store because we have one more thing to check out that's kind of cool and unique about this store. I don't know, I've not come across a lot of Walmarts that have these little liquor sections like this. It's almost like its own building that's attached, but you have to go outside the store to get to it. Let me know down in the comments, does your Walmart have one of these, or did they at one time? Because I think they're quite weird. Like, why wouldn't you just include this inside the store like most other big box retailers do? My initial thought for this separate section was age restriction. Hey everyone, are you ready for trip 2 to this closing Walmart here in Louisville, Kentucky? OMG, you can actually see some store closing banners. I was kind of shocked when I saw this because I didn't think they would ever put one up. I mean, it is still bland and boring, but hey, at least there's a store closing banner now. We can also see that they have listed here 25% off for the start of the sale, and that the store would be closing April 22nd of 2022. Now, this is about a week or so after we visited for the very first time, and you can see definitely the grocery section is beginning to thin out, and that's to be expected because who doesn't need groceries and personal items like toilet paper, Kleenex, household cleaning, etc. Everyone can use that, and a lot of that stuff you can kind of buy it whether you need it right then and there or not and stockpile it. Have any of you experienced a closing Walmart before? If so, when and where, and what did it feel like walking through this store as it emptied out? Walking through this store as it emptied out felt kind of apocalyptic to me. This is because you're standing in a store that you're used to seeing always busy, and they're everywhere. And experiencing one of these large retailers closing like Walmart, you really can't wrap your head around it until you realize, yep, the economy really is that bad that even a place like Walmart can't survive. Now, I've been told that a lot of these stores that are closing are due to underperformance or crime. And while that might be valid for some of the stores, I have to feel that a lot of it is just due to Walmart being overly greedy and overbuilding too many stores, and they just can't support them all. They're trying to downsize to maximize profits. Kind of what Kmart did, and I don't like it. I'm beginning to see some similarities between Walmart's CEO and Kmart's current CEO. Now, you may agree with me or disagree with me, that's fine. Everyone has their own opinions, and you can leave yours down in the comment section below, but I just kind of feel that Walmart is going to end up being just like Kmart at some point in the future. Dead and gone. Now, Kmart I'm sad to see go because I can remember when it was a great corporation, and it was literally the pinnacle of big box retail. However, Walmart, I've had so many bad experiences with it, I would not be sad to see it go. So, do you like Walmart? Have you had any bad experiences going to a Walmart or maybe even working at one? Leave a comment down below. I'd like to hear some of your stories. Well, that's going to do it for this closing Walmart here in the Louisville, Kentucky area. If you want to see its final days, then definitely hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so that you'll be notified when I upload the video on its final days. If you'd like to see the closing Walmart in Cincinnati, Ohio, then you can click the card that's on screen. I do videos just like this each and every week. You never know what awesome adventures you'll find here at Tilted Tripod Media. I want to thank everyone for joining me here, and I'll see you in the next video.